but like, okay. Should be fine. Come over. Or Master Duel. Form of the Dark Water half to is the issue with the title, at least on Twitch. Haven't fixed that, however. Then we are coming on. Like, I've basically done everything except for like just under 400 points for the Dark Water half of the festival. Well, first and foremost, dual replay of the day. Let's go. Okay, I guess let's see a person who's actually competent at using Amazonas versus a person playing what appears to be Red Eyes. Just Red Eyes Metal Morph. Let's see. Versus Amazonas. I had some issues at immediately starting stream. Just because I have accidentally broken my headphones. But we are working with that. Okay. So, we have opened Red Eyes Black Dragon, Black Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Black Full Metal, Red Eyes Fusion, and a Max Metal Morph. Kinda 2 Garnets. And the thing that it's supposed to... You're supposed to use the Garnets for. But, whatever. 40 card, 11. 11 card extra versus 60 card, 14 card extra. We are going set first. Let's see what we can do. Although I don't expect much. We usually just go Red Eyes Fusion. It can send from hand. That's fine. But we get a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Full Metal reveal. It does have the effect to shuffle back into the deck. Now we have Time Engine and a Max Metal. Okay. And playing around A. Okay, a Metal so X shuffle itself back. Pop the silver whip. Set to back row. Okay. We are what? Kingsmith token. For Requiem. Requiem tribute. Negate with the Dragoon for the Baby Metal Dragon. Bait for the Amazon's Hot Spring. So the thing about Sanct is that it prevents you from attacking with until the end of the turn until Fiends. Except for Fiends to be specific. So like we can definitely get full combo here. Or Chief gets this set. We're setting the Onslaught. Amazonas Fusion. Sending Princess and Whipmaster or to summon the Empress. Battle phase cannot attack. Like yeah, it was in any other deck that would have absolutely been like discard immediately to negate the activation. Does that do it? I think that does it. It's to pop. Right. They do not realize that Empress and Village both proc here. They've actually kind of screwed themselves over. Not really, because they're playing against Amazonas. Amazonas Hall. Destroy the queen, burn for 24. Okay, they are in... Go. Amazonas call for Golden Whip. Wait. It's a cent. Wait a second. Master gets to add the secret art bat. I don't think that does enough. They're gonna go... hold on. Okay, before damage calc, they go into the Pet Liger King. Oh. So that'll do it. Oh. And gets to summon it right back. Well. GG, I guess. But... hold on. Oh, it cannot use the Destroy One Monster because it's technically no longer Fusion Summon. Even now, it doesn't really have enough room for a negate, so it is just kind of, like, they are just kind of in a back corner now. It is... Red Eyes. Okay. They don't really have that much else. So they are weirdly enough in a kind of cornered. Engraver for the subtract. War Chief. Return of Red Eyes. Gets to summon the Red Eyes Black Dragon from the grave. In attack position. Set. Amazonas Hall to gain life. They max Metal Morph to negate. To make, well, not really negate, make it fizzle. Full metal. That equips. I believe that has an effect. Yep. Burn. So obviously the Sanct was just, like, prime bait material. So of course, that would kinda get in the way. However, playing the Sanct actually kinda screwed them up from even, like, remotely achieving lethal. By the way, GG to the Red Eyes player. But next we are going to go Knights Arising from the Dark. The thing is, we don't really have a... well, I mean, we do. We have Raid Raptors, we have Black Wings. That is about it, unless we want to kinda go like a variation of Bestial... of, like, Bestial Red Dragon Archfiend. Like, we may try it. Oh. Right, we can't actually look through the deck unless we select it. However, I kind of know what Phantom Knights can do. I'm kind of curious, you know, how this can work. I think I can make it work. I guess it depends on what I can, how I can figure out the lines. Because, like, I have a very tertiary understanding of Phantom Knights. To some degree, they are like Raid Raptors in the fact that they are Exy spam to some degree. Do a lot of stuff going first, but can kind of go second. What's the play here? Because they added Jack Jaguar, right? They added Gazelle. So then, Phalanx, Chain Gazelle. I guess I have to crow what they send. Okay, because there's the field spell. Well, no. I guess realistically, I crow whatever they Promethean for. I think that is the easiest choke point. Kinda. Well, if I go... You know what, I'm gonna risk it. If I crow this many here, they don't really have that much in terms of extension. I mean, they can kind of extend Jack Jaguar shuffling back like the Gazelle after making Sunlight Wolf. Unless they also have something like Code of Soul. I get to go for Mirage Stalio. So they're gonna go for the Fire Weasel. Yeah, I think my initial response of throwing the Promethean target was probably gonna be the correct one. See if they are gonna go Sunlight Wolf, Weasel to Sunlight Wolf, add back, say, the Gazelle for next turn. So, you know, they basically just get full combo anyway. I mean, even then, they do definitely get to Raging Phoenix. Was Horseman's part of the list? Because I don't think it was. Hold on. Okay, so they're actually, like, playing a proper... like, a proper Salamangreat deck, then. There's a Raging Phoenix. Go for the Sanctuary. Is there actually anything that outs this board that I can do with this hand? Not necessarily. Because, yeah, Roar is basically the end of my turn. Is if they had a... They're going Weasel now? I mean, I guess to mulligan for one, in case they end up drawing something great. But obviously they just add the Roar. Yeah, and they're Promethean Princessing now, why? something with... I mean... Do you have Okay, you do. You have Pyro Phoenix. Okay. That feels like unnecessary extension. But also, I didn't really have anything. Okay, that doesn't do anything, I would say. I can go Scarlet. Go Promethean now. Go Graph. Okay. The obvious line is either Graph or Azalea in order to... Well, no, but then... Yeah, I think the easiest answer is Graph, because we can potentially chain block it. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the Burning Abysses. I realized I believe we have a Farfa, at least one, which is grappling during the game. This card sends the graveyard special 7 of Burning. Right, only one. Okay. Then Farfa. I'm gonna, yep, roar to negate that. I don't think... I think Ancient Cloak can do something here. Okay, Bardish. Okay, that it, yeah. There. Okay. We're going for the Pyro Phoenix first. Then the Promethean. There is, theoretically, a way I can OTK, and that is specifically through Raider's Knight into Arc Rebellion. Elysian. If that card is not Rage, I think I can squeak out a win. Even then, there is... I should have said if that card was not Ash, there's a chance I can squeak out a win. Yeah, I'll get it. They got that one. I think I had a decent hand potentially going first, but also that hand just did nothing going second. Try again. Obviously, I'm kind of learning the deck as I go. Dark Magician, Icon, and Mate. But also playing in either the Earth and Light or Fire and Wind. Hold on. I kinda don't want to let them know that I have Perulia. Perulia is only useful in a normal summon type deck. Okay, it does look like I'm going to be against Salamangreat for at least most of today. Okay. Okay, it does seem like they know what they're doing, so I'm just gonna go next again. Okay. Maybe I just do Princess. At the very least, there is... Like, the way I see it, there is a lot better going second ability with Princess. It's easier to bait out negates with a constructed Princess deck than it seems with a Phantom Knight's Burning Abyss deck. Okay. Similar area. So, strangely enough, this two from extra deck face down, special summon add 2 level 10s. Okay. So, this will be difficult. They're setting the one that gains the bottom. Oh, that's not a good special summon. So obviously, Jaimir just eats through this. Not literally. It's more that. What? Lordly Load. What do they have that's Primite? It's not Nemleria Blue Eyes, is it? That would be interesting. But also, probably just very bad. Primite Drill Beam. That'll hurt. Hold on, I forget. Does Drill Beam needs you to reveal a Primite card or normal monster? Okay. So I say discard the Aqua Angel for the Ron Hadron. Okay. They're doing the drill beam now. That okay. I mean, sure, I guess. But also, I feel like you could have done something else with that. They have, okay, it's when that, hold on, that targets. I guess I might as well. I might as well use the Aqua Angel to kind of get some information. I know they have the big Primite monster. Imperial Dragon. That must be it. That must be the quick effect. So you have Engraver Imperial. It is reveal this card from your hand, immediately normal summon one Primite monster. As a normal monster in your graveyard. So that effect will never activate. It's just the negate. Hold on. Is it? They say it was only monsters, or was it all effects? Okay, because at this point, that no longer matters. All face-up monsters. I mean, hold on. So right now, I could go Bubble Reap, but I think the theoretical spell trap negate is arguably better in this case. Add the dive back to hand. Next turn, Battle Ocean gets to equip everything. Then Adrian. Manifestation. Radiocasis. I mean, okay, the thing is... Set the called by, because I know the last card in hand is a Fiendsmith. We're gonna need reality. Dream Tower of a Princess can activate. I can age run that. Oh, they're just going Divinity. I'll face down. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I kind of wish I used the call by on that, as opposed to on the Fiendsmith, as opposed to that. I mean, I have the Argonaut or the Tract, so that does not matter. They do have the Dream Tower, and they do have Lordly Load. White Dust on. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I definitely should have saved the Acheron. Is this technically... No, that's a light Aqua. I can no longer activate monster effects on the field. I can activate stuff in the hand and in the graveyard. This also is on... from the field or graveyard. Okay. This is beatable. This is certainly beatable. I think they're now realizing the restriction of Primite. I'm gonna go sequence. Cannot use the sequence properly. Can't even really use the second engraver effect. Battle phase. Okay. I imagine they kind of just want me to play into something else. But no, I'm just gonna go to battle. Argonaut. Okay. Okay. Now that's more like it. I guess the other thing is, I've only kind of tried the shark pack, or the shark deck, albeit in a different context. I should probably try the shark deck a bit more seriously this time. Okay. Okay. A cyanide mining will be better in the long run, and never mind. Okay, here's hoping they can't kill me. Smith again, okay. Oh dang. Okay, I see. So obviously I need to imperm that. Thing is, Harpy's Feather Duster is not gonna do anything. They get to do that. Casper. They get tracked. Oh, they used Max that special summon from deck. I see. Oh, does it not decide on activation? Up to the number of spell traps. Where do you put Wyvern? I mean, hi. How you doing, Kenny? Welcome in. This is a bit of a massacre. Unfortunately, bricking going second means... It basically means I am kind of screwed. I get to go Lacrima. Is there actually any... I mean, there is. Magical Muscle Mommy card in deck when. Read. Hey, you okay? I'm gonna eat secret food. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your food. They're just gonna go. Does that? That is barely not game. However, if they... You're running me already. If you are lurking, you're lurking. That's more than fine. Go for sequence, and that is game. Let's keep trying. Maybe I should try with actual raid raptors this time around. I'm going first again. Okay. Okay, well, here is the obvious bait for the Cradle. Need to lead Piscalis. I might as well use the Piscalis. Or, well, you know why I quit MD? Why is that? Penny Lee. Aqua Angel. See what they're actually playing. Okay, so they kinda bricked. What does there is filming up? Nice, bro. You based on your deck profile type. Oh, actually, wait, actually. I guess what does that actually mean in the grand scheme of Master Duel? Is that... Can't you tell? And perhaps it's not as obvious. Based file type. I just keep as many cards as I can relatively secret. They don't have Nibiru or anything. They're playing Light and Earth. And they've kind of gotten shafted going second. I'm hungry laters. Alright. Have a good night. Add the Piscalis back to here. I guess I might as well run Acheron or the Piscalis. Okay. Okay, so that is arguably the easiest desires in the world. They don't really, unless they literally just drew evenly matched, which hopefully I'm not jinxing. Okay. I know they have silhouette hat trick. I know they do have something else. I think the one I actually need to be careful about is going to be the silhouette trick, honestly. Like, oh. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Silhouette trick. So I kind of need to... One card, then returns to hand. Special summon. This card. They have one other trap effect they can use. What exactly are they going to negate here? They're bouncing the Adrian. Yep. I guess go for the manifestation. Bounce the Cosmic Lore, bounce this last trap. Do they do the Azaroon? Well, they're gonna lose it. Destroy monsters that destroy this card. Banish the Aqua Angel. No. It's a once per duel effect for some reason. Go for Sea Angel. Sea Angel and Spring Girl. Gets to mill 3, deal 200. Sea Angel gets a dive. Go for a dive. Get the blue Tang. Send a Seahorse to grave. Then just get the Bubble Reef. Then I get the Coral Anemone anyway, which adds the dive back to my hand. Okay. Guess the Sleeping Maiden works. Double Reef. I'll banish the... Yeah, I'll banish the blue Tang. Draw one. Good draw for next turn, but not for now. Because regardless of which traps they now have, I have to play around them. I guess in this case, I'll banish the Spring Girl. Purge. That is indeed a purge. I'm gonna hope. And I'm gonna play around something like Mirror Force. With the Bubble Reef getting an extra bit of... Come on. That is a silhouette trick. Okay. Okay, one card on the field returns to the hand. Targeting the Bubble Reef. Come on. Is that going to be a Purge? Or is that going to be a Dominus? Okay, they are going as a rune. Think the two off. Come on. I know you want to get rid of the rolling enemy. There we go. Destroy the coral. Alright. Will take a bit of extra work, but I do still have a way Wait a second. Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on, I need to wait till next turn. Unless they have something along the lines of a Harpy's Feather Duster, I do still win here. I've been severely overthinking it and not remembering the fact that, like, trying to bait out their effects, not remembering Aqua Argonaut's other effect. Like, I should have won this 6 ways to Sunday by now. that Adricasis. Yeah, I was overthinking that so hard. At least 2 more battles. Going first, yes I am. Okay, but actually, why would they make me go first? Okay, silent mining for Spring Girl. Do they have the Dominus? They do not. Wait, hold on. No, that is 15. They may be playing some variation of, like, Dark Magician. Well, no. Chain block with Sea Angel. I mean, they didn't seem to have any response to my initial... If it is legitimately a... Aqua Angel. You know what, yeah, let's get a look and see what they're playing, actually. Fire, Water, Earth, Wind. They don't have Nibiru, at least not yet. Okay, yep, they have evenly matched. This does negate. Yeah, it negates traps as well. But it's White Forest Fiendsmith, it seems. Okay, so no overextension. Here's the thing. Almost no matter what, I need to use the Ron Atron on something other than the... I need to use the Ron Atron on something else. That doesn't mean if they draw the second evenly matched, I lose on the spot. Okay. Evenly matched. Meet the Aqua Argonaut. Summon the coral and enemy. No others. Okay. So... I cannot... Hold on. I need to make sure it's... At White Forest, then White Forest. It is mostly these two. That'll be fine. I need to wait for them to do something else. I get Sylvie to add. Goes to the White Forest. So right now the problem is, Marincess does not have any inherent one-card combos. At least not through Disruption. Beware. Okay. Okay, I see it. They're trying to go Beware. Killer. Now, thankfully, they can't always play through Disruption either. Raquel gets to add, sure, percent to add the LZ. Getting rid of the Ustellar, I probably should have waited to get rid of something like the LZ. However, this is good enough for me. They're even having to get rid of the Beware. I mean, the Beware comes back. So the thing is, they need to target the field spell with the Beware. Silvera sets everything. Well, sets the Acherin, basically. Destroy the field spell. Okay. I do have the Coral Enemy. That allows me to grab back the Battle Ocean. However... No, not even however. They are kind of out of stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, that is great. Okay. Okay. So the thing is, I can age run here if they have any form of negation that will hurt me a lot. Now, they also do have the trap, which summons from hand or deck, immediately synchro summons. Now, none of my monsters can be destroyed by card effects, but that doesn't really matter. The Alistar is negated, but that doesn't matter as well, as Diabel also does not, just kind of carries. Okay, so the thing is, I need to... I kind of waste my battle phase. I kind of waste my battle phase getting rid of the Diabel, so that she cannot activate her effect. Thankfully, none of my monsters can be destroyed by card effects, so it doesn't fully matter. They can still bounce stuff back. But I can play around that. Thing is, nothing... I don't think there's really anything that specifically kills me. Okay. Get the Battle Ocean. Send the Scarlet. Summon from deck. Sylvie. Okay. That is fine. Gated. Pfp Maiden to equip onto the Aqua Argonaut, the Coral Triangle. Okay. None of that matters. I need to be very particular. Getting to draw one is fine. Banishing the Aqua Angel is the obvious choice. Okay, an Adrian is really good. A Stellar. Send the tails. They can't do anything with two tuners. Like, I have to rationalize this as they can't do anything with two tuners. Granted, all their Astellars are gone. Tales of the White Forest can still proc. They can still get an L set. However, as long as I am careful, I can potentially cleave through this. They do get the chain block, which is unfortunate. Scourge. That adds Amina. They reset the Scourge, right? No. Okay. Okay. So negating this is... The thing is, they can just bounce it back. I do absolutely think I wait for this. Like, yeah, I'll end up losing the Acheron. I would have lost it anyway, and I would have lost the Princess Wave. I need to wave the Diabell, if anything. And I know they're absolutely waiting to use, like... They're absolutely waiting to use the Diabells for something. They send the Scourge. So the thing is, they're adding back the evenly matched. But if I can break their board, then chances are it won't completely matter, at the very least. They're waiting, okay. I do have two big fungus monsters. However, so realistically, so do they. Ooh, they have a Veiler. Okay. Link up for the cross sheep. I see it. Trying to get over. That forces me to use the Argonaut to keep my stuff protected. Oh, that's Beware, not Scourge. Now, the one thing is... Okay, they obviously need to beat over Atron. They need to beat over Coral. Why are they not doing that? Why are they not doing that? I see, potentially to get something like a Rakella. Or extra fodder or something. Extra fodder for the Scourge, I see it. Sending the... Okay. That's fine. Sure. Woes. Okay. So the thing is, I need to find a way to bait them into using the... Come on. That manifestation. I get to dump the creation. Cannot do any damage. Have to do it in battle step. Do they have a crow? Veiler can only be used during the main phase. By bouncing back the second Diabell. Bouncing that back. Trying to get a replay, I see. The water mommies win the day. I'm really glad no one was here to hear that. No one was here to hear that. Okay. At least one more win. Oh, hold on. kind of, well, okay, so I kind of want to see some variation of. Let's go all the way back, actually. Because I don't realistically need any of the armor exes or even the shark cards. I definitely should use, like, 3 buzzsaw, 1 hand, maybe 1 right hand, just for the sake of it. As well as a Minaruka. The 3 Abyss Sharks are also nice, with maybe 1 Crystal Shark. But then the rest... can realistically be whatever I really want. Even like Goaty Fury and Goaty Chain will actually be pretty decent here. As well as Big Seep will be nice. Even Enoch in a limited series is not bad in the slightest. Goaty Fury. Goaty Fury doesn't really matter. Let's actually go back just a little bit. Well, first and foremost, Fish Synchro. Obviously, White Aura Whale, White Aura Porpoise. I need the White Aura cards, that reminds me. Maybe 2 whale just to be safe. But Porpoise. I'll need triple Sardine, double Sunfisk. And then I can cut down on the... I'll cut down on 1 Paces, cut down on right-hand Shark. I don't really need it. Is there really, realistically anything else? Not really. Okay, now I can kind of add in some Xyz cards. If I am able to summon out a Drake Shark, that would be funny. And maybe... and that's to discard a spell. So I can't use, like, the Ice Barrier for that. It would have to be either the Moray, or the Most Distant Deepest Depths, or the White Reincarnation, or something. There is still argument that it's worth playing, but not really. Hey Gunnerwolf. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. I am currently trying to figure out how I can make this work. Probably an extra Kragan. That's good to hear. Whitmore needs a tuner sinker monster, one non-tuner monster. I think it's really Kragan or Crocodile. Maybe White Arm on a Saros might actually be funny. And then do I want to add Beautiful Princess? It is the one card starter for a lot of shark stuff, but it does kind of brick. And I'll cut down on one Kep, one. Then see if I can buy with 3 Beautiful. Okay. Let's see how this works. I'm just finishing up the Dark and Water event. You've been playing Dynamorphia for Dark and Water, correct? I remember you talking about that a couple days ago. Yeah. Have you tried any of the other factions, like Earth and Light or Fire Wind? How have they been going for you? Or have you just put your all into Dark Water? Okay. If this does not work, I will be sad. Beautiful Princess? Got it. Ooh. I sense I may have made a mistake of some kind, but it's fine. I can work with it. Okay, Buzzsaw Shark, go. They have something. Fire One was Mekonko, makes sense. Because I think most of the usable Mekonkos. Well, that does leave out the ritual monsters, which I guess the really big one you don't necessarily need, but the big ones are a bit bigger of a deal. Then oh shoot, I don't have. Okay, that's fine. I can get White Stunfisk. I do realize my mistake. Well, okay, at the very least, I can potentially proc off of the ice barrier. Earth and Night only played one game with Blue Eyes. Ah, I see. Alright. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think I need to Kragan the blue. Was definitely a mistake. I mean, they would have gotten to Maiden with that, so I'm not too sad about that, but I need to stealth crack and pop it immediately. Oh no. Mausoleum sends for effect, doesn't it? Yeah. Hardening is the quote-unquote cost. That's the effect. Sometimes it's best to hit the link with imperm. Yeah. I don't regret it because Sage to add the Maiden to get the Eternal Light, I don't really have a proper out to that until without the Goatee line. But still, it is arguably best to hit the statue with imperm. Greg Luxion. Okay, I think add the Tachyon monster. So I'm actually kind of curious on how this will know. Because I'm pretty sure it does not specifically, like these ones do not specifically need, yeah, they don't need level, they don't need light monsters, they just need level 8 monsters. So they can do this. Get the trap. Okay. That actually kind of hurts. Fetch 2, go for Tachyon. One. Oh, I see. Settings so that they don't accidentally do it in the imperm column. This card can now make 2 attacks and gains 1,000 attack during the... if I activate an effect. Okay. So I would go Ice Barrier here. They would go Tachyon here to negate. Wait, that can... Dragon... Oh, Dragon still procs? Dang, okay. Alright, that gains 1,000. So now the thing is, they cannot use the they need to hit the Abyss Shark. Only that's negated. Ow. Smart. Yeah, they realized. Okay. So how am I gonna out this now? I need a really good draw. That's actually a really good draw. Strangely enough. Like, I do think okay. The weird thing is, this actually still does proc. Because it says, and if you do, so this part A can happen even if part B physically cannot anymore. Since I managed to activate it beforehand. Because this card is negated, I cannot do Shark Drake. Not that that really matters, because I'm just kind of dead anyway. But obviously, I played bad. I played really bad that game. Turn 1 was a disaster. And that does mean I am going to shorten my DXE's portion of this pool. At least by the Crystal Shark. And then potentially, instead of the Sunfist and the Exeep of the mini Ricochet, I think I actually need the Enoch will be replaced with one Pisk, and then at least one Lifeless. I may change that, but at least one Lifeless. Because I can search other stuff with white reincarnation. I guess I can stand to play only one copy of the field spell. It only goes away with evenly matched. I think this might be a better recipe. Please let me in. I will not. Okay. Sending the white sardine. Lifeless Leaf Fish. This will hurt the most if it is I should not give word to Breath of what will actually actively hurt me. Oh, I am realizing I don't have Abyss Keeper, which is actually a really good Link 2 in this situation. I mean, Abyss Shark is not going to do anything. Or Drake Shark is not going to do anything. I can cut it and be fine. I mean, okay, Photon Delta. If I imperm this... They probably have other stuff they can do, just not as easily. Photon Orbital. probably at least... No, they're gonna keep going. To add a photon, or galaxy. You know, galaxy soldier. Then, oh, that's a pretty decent engine to play through. Oh, they might get wind of Deep Beyond and banish it. That might actually become a problem. In which case, the backup plan is Kraken. Just going for Photon Kraken. Okay. Interesting ad, but I can follow. Galaxy Trance. Okay. Huh? Okay, I think I see a line. Is this gonna be Starliege? Or, the other rank 4, the newer... I don't even think it's the newer rank 4. Okay, they're going for Galaxy Photon Dragon first. They do have the ability to make to summon the Galaxy Eyes. Do I let that resolve? I don't think I let that resolve, even. I think getting the Photon Emperor to grave will make this a disaster if I let that resolve. They need to have a combination of... I know they have the Galaxy Eyes Dragon. If they have Afterglow, that'll be a disaster. And I lose on the spot. Otherwise, I think I might be able to squeak out a victory. Okay, they're immediately tributing for the Photon Dragon. Do they have Afterglow? They don't. Okay. Lifeless. Okay. Set 2. It's not Purge. It's the other one that they have. Oh, that is a great draw. Hold on. Hold on. So... No. I think it is genuinely Shift. Torrential. They have something. impermanent. That's fine. That wastes their impermanent effect. I am fine with that. Heck, that gives me extra fodder for Uskan. Can this also bait something out? Does Uskan say both? It just says banish them. Okay. Unfortunately for you. Yeah, that's more than fine for me. Summon back the Uskan. Snapoise, banish the lifeless. Add that back. Snapoise is kind of dead. At least now it is. But this is fine. The jumper gets to proc in graveyard. Also fine. Because I do get to immediately get into Deep Beyond. Like, from this situation, I can win. Photon Sanctuary. Okay. Is playing fish. The fish are fun. Like, they do require a bit of skill, but they're very fun when you get to pull them off. Alright, come on. What else do you have? I got for Soul Flare. I see. Photon Delta Wing. Actually, yep, go ahead. Fine, add that back. Double Delta Wing. Uses their normal summon. Okay, now I shift. Deep Beyond. Carry me to victory. It's weirdly still not enough, even with the extra 3 banishes, but I think with Snapoise, I win. Well, that's more than enough. Wait, I think with shift. Yep, shift is enough. And just for the sake of it, I'm gonna be very particular in buying the Photon Jumper, just in case. Okay. That is the last one we needed. I'm glad to go out with a big, bungus hit. We've got time for a couple of games of ranked. As well, collect the dual pass. Get all of this. Okay. Let's see, with the updated roulette wheel, what we are playing today. We've got a... Isn't that ironic? Origin of the Galaxy Eyes is up first. Yep. With the Tachyon cards in it as well. Not fully optimized, I would say, but I can make it work. Probably make it work, at least. Let's see. Would rather not have Cloud Dragon in opening hand, but that's fine. I can potentially work with it. Oh, it's actually Dark Magician. Okay. Ooh, I have the Tactical Dragon as well. That's not bad. I definitely need... Oh, Magic Circle. Huh? So Tachyon negates all face-up monsters. Special summon this card. Sending the Dark Magician to summon the Magician's Souls. Okay, I guess would I rather have the unaffected? Probably. Okay. Set 1. Ooh, okay. I immediately get a better send for Galaxy Soldier than Photon Jumper. Probably should have done that in the 100. Go 100 first. I'll add the Wizard. And attribute this card. Add from deck. I actually can do it regardless. Gonna get rid of that set card immediately. Dark Ruler. Okay. Sending the Emperor. Oh, wait, hold on. That's funny. I can bring back Galaxy Wizard. Galaxy Wizard to get the expedition. Go for the Galaxy Soldier, make it level 4. Photon. Don't do that yet. Attach these two. I guess getting a I'll add the Primal Dragon to hand. Get to special summon it. I'll add the transmigration just because. Okay. And from there, I probably should have done Exposition into Afterglow into any of my negates. But that works. Not to max out this event, but all but Light and Earth. Fair. Although arguably, according to Chroma, it was better to leave Light and Earth alone. That means you run into Blue Earth to do the Light and Earth, because you run into Blue Eyes less. And also you run into Salamandrake more, so it's a give or take. Purple Knights of Flaming Swords is up next. But also, it's up to personal preference, to be fair. It's more. So, I said, I'm bad at talking apparently. Hey Lucia, we just finished up basically everything. Got all of the rewards for the light and for the dark and water part of the festival of the event. So now we're doing a little bit of ranked roulette before. We're doing a little bit of ranked roulette before ending. I got through most of it with Sharks as well as Marincess, ending the event with Goaty for this time around. We tried a little bit of the Burning Abyss Phantom Knights loner. It's not very good. I mean, you can probably tell by how many people are not playing it. Huh? Okay. That was all the event. Actually had a lot of wins with Evil Ice Barrier Hybrid. Yeah. It's like, most of the loners are fine. Like, well, maybe not like the... Maybe not the Zodiac loner. But most of the events are fine, or decks are fine for that. It is almost specifically... Do I want to do this? I need to find a way to ice hold. Like, it is almost specifically the Burning Abyss one that is just terrible. Ronaldo is not bad. I guess Ricardo is probably the one we want. No. Hearn is one we want to eventually get in hand. Okay, I need to bait out an imperm. Yeah. Salomon Great. I mean, to be fair, it was probably going to be your best structure deck in the like the fire portion. I think it's a total of 6 out of 10 plays with them. Yeah. It makes sense. Because your other options were Lyrilisk and Magispector. Both of which are fine. Like, you can definitely get wins with those loners. But the most competent deck, with the best legacy support, is going to be the Salamangreat deck, just full stop. Okay. Is that gonna be where the imperm is? It has to be. Come on. You, and you. There's the imperm. Okay. This won't be... This might be difficult, but I can potentially make it work. You see, Phoenix Gear Frame is... gonna add back to hand. You're freed. Alright, Beefy Isold it is. Based on the fact that, well, we can't say for certain. This might be a Galaxy Ice player, it might not be. If they have evenly matched, they have evenly matched. The thing is, to some degree, Book of Moon might actually just be enough to get through this. It is. Okay. Okay, they're immediately gonna send the jumper. If I negate the jumper, then they don't really do much. There's a reason why they did that, right? Horus jump scare, okay. Okay, thankfully, Unfortunately, called by will have a different target now. And thankfully, if they have a cross out, that does mean they don't have a card to send. Now, the Photon Jumper, or the Photon Emperor, will still summon, which we can chain Maxi to. If they have something for that, that's fine. There's their called by. Okay. Thankfully, they had to waste it on that as opposed to something else. But that also kind of does end their turn. Because it does have to summon in defense position. Can't really attack, can't use any of the second effects of anything. Thing is, they don't really have... Okay, Typhon. Typhon hurts, but not nearly as much as they probably think it does. Because it does have to bounce back the Isolde. I get to activate the Salamandra. I think I even technically get... Well, no. Why would I get to activate Phoenix Hierogreed? It doesn't... It's not like specifically sent due to a monster's effect. Okay. Add a Flame Swordsman card, add Fighting. A good Salamander with Chain, actually. You're freed. It's to banish the... I'll banish the Joy. I'll go Isolde again. I think I can only use one... Okay, you can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. Yeah, I can still use it in the graveyard. Add anything. I can add, I guess, the second, or the final Fighting Flame Swordsman. Sending the Fighting Flame Dragon to grave. Tail of 2 Isoldes. Gets to send Durandal. Summon from deck the Rick. Gets to summon the Renaud. anything, really. As long as I can activate the effect, a level 5 or lower fire monster to my hand, I can get the Turban. Salamantra, equip. Turban. Angelica. I don't have any level 4 tuners. No, I don't. Another Durandal. Okay. I got for the enough for the Roland. Oh, hold up. We have the OG there. OG there. Summon it as a non-tuner. Okay. I guess send the Maugus. Maugus gets to activate, shuffling 3 more. Get the banished one, the U, and the U back into the deck. Of course, I get DFL Star now. Gonna banish the Salamantra with Chain. Because I think I just have game if I do it like that. Shuffle those 2 back. I don't even really have to waste any more time. Just oh. Arguably, that's all I really needed, actually. I forgot about that. Okay. Probably at least one more game. Or I can... But Big Bungus damage does Big Bungus damage. Ooh. The March of the Metal Masters is up next. Another fairly recently new... I'm tempted to say improved, but not really. It doesn't fully stack up to something like Beamsmith Snake Eye. Obviously, it's meant to go second. Okay, this might be Kashtira. In which case... this will be difficult, but not impossible. that entirely depends on what... on if I can draw anything with Duel Loss more accurately. Duel Loss now just to get it so that way, regardless of what happens, they cannot unicorn to banish anything. There's the Ash. Okay. Basically full power. I can think of pretty much one main draw that wins me the game. They hit one, okay. Well, if they hit any of the other cards that arguably win them the game, then that's just GG. They're dashing the Fenrir to summon the Fenrir. They get to go Birth. That only brings back from... Well, no, they can still special summon one from hand if they have it. They're just going a second Shangri-Era into Rise Heart? Yep. Okay. Well, that's N out. Okay. Magical Hound. I can go... Okay. I get to go Freight Train. They obviously unicorn to banish. Shangri-Era. Shangri-Era can activate its effect as well. Yep, they go for Leeb. That's fine. There is still theoretically an out. Problem is it's Sporo load. I don't think that does enough. They're gonna pop the train. Okay, I see the line. Okay. Thing is, if they have anything like called by, I just lose on the spot. I mean, I'm playing Machina into Kashtira. I kind of lose on the spot anyway. Okay, I can probably Regulus grab back the freight train. Okay. That's fine. I still get to summon the Regulus. And I technically have some variation of a negate up. Okay. I don't have... Technically do. But that also doesn't do anything. Like, my only real option is gonna be IPSP. Banish the Shangri-era. Hope they do nothing past... Yeah, I'm... bad, it just cooked. Let's try to at least get one more win for ending, though. This is gonna be Blue Eyes. The chances are, unless I get very lucky with my non-engine, there's a very real chance I just kind of lose. Okay, that's... Okay, there's a chance I don't lose. Okay, hold on. We either go for Metal Cruncher. Try to bait out some negates. No negates, okay. Wait, I can add any three. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. Okay. That way, no matter what, I get a 10. Shoot, okay. Do I have... I don't have Drone Lock, do I? No. Dang it. Okay. Okay, you know what? Artifact Lancing it, that's fine. I can play around that. That's a bit early, but that's fine. Blinding light. Use the effect. Set. Okay. To get wishes. The droll hurts more than anything. Which I guess the thing is, the deck does just kinda die to droll. So it's not that surprising. I mean, the game seal will go hard here. Regardless of what happens, the game seal will go hard. I mean, they would have to... They can definitely find a way to lethal. But that is fine. Add Sage, add Roar. Sage gets to add. The Crossnut Designator is not doing a lot, I'd say. To be fair, they do just kind of have a, like, uninterrupted access to the extra deck. Okay, they're going for Spirit first. Are they... Wait a second. They added... Obviously, Valor is a legal target. But why would they add Valor? They could have added Maiden. And I guess Maiden setting the second Eternal Soul or its Blue Light is redundant. But then you could link off Sage into the Link one. Go through all that shenanigans. I feel like I'm missing something. Also, did they set... They said Twin Burst instead of New Ultimate. That in and of itself is actually kind of a misplay, because New Ultimate does have that graveyard effect that protects against targeting. They must be very new to Blue Eyes then. Gonna go for the Spirit Dragon. Beat into Mental Cruncher, then immediately tribute into the Ultimate Spirit. No, they're not. Okay. Well, the Nurturing schedule would have been not... Well, no. They didn't have anything. Merry Christmas. Special Summon 1. Okay. That, ironically, enables an urgent schedule. Realistically, anything. Yeah. I want to add the Citadel off of the redeployment. So that's fine. Redeployment. Make sure I discard the fortress specifically. Citadel, add Ruin Force. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, time to start baiting. They get to go Valor. They're not going Valor yet. Well, they should have. I guess... You know what, I might as well Baron in case they have Nibiru. Which ironically would have made for an alternate play. Okay. There we go. That's the Machina redemption I was looking for. Okay. I've been doing a lot of longer streams, which is not bad, but it definitely leaves me a bit more tuckered out than if I do just a stream like this that's only like 3 hours. I guess I might as well see. Okay. Primite has not been kind to me. Sharks has been kind to me. Memento has been kind to me. Primite has not. Please. That's a lot of yellow. Nothing I don't already have. More of nothing I don't already have. Generation is, like, not useless, but it's... Like, it weirdly enough does sound back like Trin or something. But, like, it is not great. Already have pretty much playsets of all the cards I've been getting so far. Okay, no Utopic Future, which is nice. It's just gonna be the... Yeah, it's just gonna be the hollow. It's gonna be the glossy finish. That's what the yellow was for. Okay. Please. I mean, not useless, but it's basically only there for Nibiru, like as a counter to Nibiru. And even then, that's kinda... I guess not even counter, it's a follow-up for Nibiru. Like, there's a reason why it doesn't really see play. Okay, I for sure already had a Chimera, but I guess an extra one is not bad. Okay. Please. Okay, Slumbering Song Morganite is funny. It's not really that good. It's more or less a, like... It's not even really used in stunt, is it? It's mostly used in, like, train. I don't even know where it's used, honestly. Another armor chart, that's fine. Okay. Actually, I kind of wanted to deliver to Dragon, but I didn't want to craft it. That's actually a pretty decent pull. Okay. Not worthless. However, it does nothing to quell the idea that Konami has been secretly lowering the pack rates for the past couple years. And, of course, you get a UR from the Legacy Packs Clashing Souls, but literally only that and no SRs. Which is actually kind of funny. Okay. Is there anything I can theoretically, like, add? I have enough for either one Primite Ether Barrel or one Loadly Load. I think... I mean, arguably Ether Barrel is just going to be better in the long run. But that's something I should probably decide later. Okay. That is gonna be where I am for today. Where do we want to go? Azure Moon. It's actually been a bit of a while since I've talked with Azure Moon. Bello is also live, but I've spoken with him a bit more recently. Let us make our way over to there. Okay, so if I'm not live tomorrow, I'll probably be live either Monday or potentially Tuesday. Because I do have something I kind of want to do. It would have to be in the morning, but it would be more around this time on Tuesday, but more in the morning on Monday or Sunday, Monday. What? That is about it from me for today. Thank you everyone who decided to drop by. Thank you Kenny Lee, Lukia, and Gun and Wolf for stopping by the chat. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.